in and out and take complete control, force out some movements, target down some specific heroes, lock in the Weaver. That's the big one on the Shaman to secure those kills onto the Weaver down the line.
Mid lane, Ori!
Controlling the lane well. I think props to Poyoyo. He's not actually dragging too far behind, although down bot.
Yes, Saneko does drop. Now they want Dream. Sakuchi up in a second. He's not going to get it off in time, but it won't matter. They don't have the follow-up control yet.
Have to watch the movement of the puck. It's going to be trying to secure that early start for the side of GMB right now.
DY, Orb going to fly through. He does have the Icarus dive and he'll be able to get away. Meanwhile, Poyoyo, he's going to cop a fair bit of damage from Afterlife. As Afterlife knows he has the help around if he needs it, and Poyoyo, he ran back in. He wanted the CS, but Immersion is going to look to cut him off now. They have the charge up, they'll connect it, and Poyoyo.
For the side of VG, it does even out. 2-2. They still hold a less than 1k lead coming out, but they are getting charged right now.
PYW is, but look at Ori. He's just going to jump right in and just take Saneko as a gift. Immersion going to show up, but it's all too late. You've got the Dream Call there on no one.
They are trying to pump that aggression top. They do get the charge off.
Poyoyo, he's still level 5. He does not have Reincarnate. It's going to be a very tough time for the Wraith King, and he gets taken down.
The freest time he could ask for bot. Like, you are finding farm on Old 11, but this Weaver has not been punished at all.
Same thing we saw last series around. Old 11 going to pop the Epicenter into the Burrow Strike, and they'll get Saneko.
It's time to look mid.
Immersion not getting bashed by Roshan, luckily. Ori is in big trouble. He has a DD rune active, but it's not going to save him from this scenario. PYW, however, might be able to, but no. No one making sure they get the kill. And they'll even take the shot. No one's still going to stick around with this smoke, or rather Invis rune. Epicenter, Old 11 channeling it up right onto no one. They knew exactly where he was. He's still going to survive though. The orb away into the Dream Coil. Ori coming in, but Black Hole is there by Afterlife, locking them both down, but nobody's going to die. Ori's not done yet. Onto Afterlife they go. They want the Enigma, but no, they back off now. Saneko showing his face. Vici Gaming being very, very cautious here as they charge in again. Gambit, they do not care, but there's your egg being committed. Now Old 11 jumps in. He gets the stun. He secures one. Saneko, he'll be the second. Oh, I love this smoke. They won't expect it either, considering the egg is down, but now the Burrow Strike in. They've caught out the puck and no one. Gonna get bursted down. They hex onto Immersion. Do they have enough lockdown? Yeah, they definitely do. The Shackles out by PYW. And that's a time. Meanwhile, top lane, they found Afterlife now. Old 11 getting started, but the TP away is going to be successful. Immersion charges in mid lane onto the Shaman. They want PYW. He'll hex up Dream, but it will not matter. Nice rotation. Bit of a wraparound. Vici, they've been spotted. Immersion sees them. He charges in. Hex will cancel. Ori still playing around, does dive in now into 2. So Saneko going to be targeted. He's going to be fine. However, Old 11 may not be. He does go down. A 1-for-1 so far, but it's looking much better for Monaco Gambit as Immersion looks to go back in. Charge cancelled, however. Dream not wanting to go to the high ground yet. Top lane. Epicenter was committed by Old 11, but now the charge is going to come in from Immersion into the strike, and Afterlife, he has Black Hole if he needs it, but he does not.
So if they want to jump onto some of these bigger targets, and they're just setting up for bigger objectives to take hold of.
11, oh, he misses the Burrow Strike. No one was quick with the Yule Scepter still. There goes the egg. That's a big, big egg out. They're trying to focus it down. Immersion is going to be able to take it, and now they might be able to take the team fight. Still Vici looking to fight themselves. Will move in on to the Spirit Breaker and even the Enigma. They have the control. PYW, he'll drop the Dream, who has a double kill. They're coming.
Easily find some more pickups.
Old 11, it's going to be the target. He does get the blink away. In fact, he looked like he wanted to turn back around, but now no one is going to make his presence known and goes for the coil immediately. Epicenter going to be channeled, does cancel. He's still alive. He has the Yule Scepter defensively to be used, but he does not use it in time. Controlling this map as maybe they go top. Old 11, he's being charged again. Immersion getting the dust off into the Nether Strike, into the Malefice. Old 11 gets the Burrow Strike out in time. The Sunray going to heal him up, but it's just not going to be enough. They're still going to go in and fight, though. They get Immersion. They get one for their trouble, but it still favors Gambit. Now Vici trying to go up the high ground, but Saneko going to block the way. Still they'll move in with Poyoyo, with the Hex out. But there's your borrowed time. Now the Shackle's there from PYW, and they're going to be able to find a secondary hero kill on Vici Gaming. That's a smoke to come out as Poyo, he has started baiting. Dream, gonna get started. Poyo gonna go for the man fight. Now the Burrow strike in, they found the Weaver, but Dream is still gonna be just fine. He has the SNY up, so the stuns don't last that long, and now Seneko, Burrow time is there in time. Dream Call is on 4 to boot. So they're locking them down, not allowing him out, and Immersion just gonna charge right in. There's your egg out. That should force them back on the side of Gambit, and Immersion, he'll take the death for the team. The courier will scout this out, but I believe they will have to fight. DY gonna move in along with the rest of the team. Charge back, Immersion, he wants Ori. Simulate gonna be there. Aetherin gonna lock down the Abaddon into Poyo's hands. He's gonna try and burst down Seneko immediately. Borrow time is gonna be out. Afterlife right behind him. Poyo still going. Meanwhile to the right side, PYW does end up dying, and now no one. He's been caught, but the phase shift is there in time. Ori trying to stick around, does get the kill. It's a 2 for 2 so far. But Vici, they have the upper hand now, so they want to move in, but Afterlife is there with the black hole, but it's going to be cancelled off with the Yule Scepter from Old 11 into the Enigma now. That'll be Afterlife dead. They even found Immersion.
2 lives coming out here for Poyo, but that should just go to Ori. Is ready, and he has the Ags up on the Void Spirit. So you've got the AoE silence in play. It's going to be massive.
Ori spots him, knows he's around, moves up. The Aether Remnant, do they have enough control though? The phase shift was there in time, and Immersion, he took the Aether Remnant. Now the Dream Coil's there, no one gonna turn around onto PYW. Afterlife shows off as well. Ori, he's still gonna try and fight, but he's gonna lose the Aegis. Poyo gonna try and chase down Immersion. They get the stuns out, but that status resist is just so darn high. He will eventually die to the urn. And they even found the Abaddon. Seneko will die, or he does take the kill. Now, Vici, they want to try and get a surprise reveal with this blink out. They'll go straight onto Dream. PYW there with the Hex, but there's your charge out. Immersion making sure he's safe. BKB committed. Dream is not going to die. He'll go right for the egg, bursting that down. DY, he's gone, and so is PYW. Now the black hole out. Afterlife holding down 3, and that means they are probably going to melt. They'll lose Afterlife, but doesn't matter. Ori's dead. Poyo, he's trying to fight, but he's going to lose his first life. Looks like they might let him get away.
Now on the puck, and once he has that, there's going to be a way to disarm Poyo in the middle of these fights.
You're not wrong there, John. Poyo gets the stun off onto Immersion. Old 11, he has the follow-up. Dream, he's going to show up. The Weaver with the Eye of Skadi now, feeling very confident. No one there as well with the 2-man Dream Coil. That's Old 11 dead. Poyo, he's going to try and fight this one out, but it's not looking great for him.
Maybe you want to wait out for the 15 on PYW as well, but they are being run down.
Straight in onto Seneko. Borrow time going to be there, however. He's going to survive the initial onslaught. Ori now. They're going to try and focus down the Shaman. Immersion right in. Gets PYW. A lot of control already gone. No one. The Lincoln Sphere going to block out the stun there from Poyo. Now the egg going to be committed. Gambit, they just want to get out of that egg range, and it looks like they're going to be just fine too. Nobody getting stunned up. But Ori, he found out the puck. No one. Being held down by the Aether Remnant and the Silence. He's going to try and walk away. Dream Call there now. Still, they have the Weaver back in Dream. He needs a bit of help, but he's going to be able to Sakuchi. Afterlife moving back in another big black hole. But where's your follow-up damage? There's none coming in yet. Immersion charge there. Seneko and DY dead. Poyo, he's going to lose his first life. But Afterlife going to be controlled up as Old 11 moves in with a big epicenter. It does get the Enigma. On bot lane. Serpent Ward's being dropped. They got Afterlife. Old 11 gonna TP right in with his VOTs, and that'll be the Enigma gone. Great setup from PYW, but Dream is here now to go right after that Shaman, and they're gonna try and punish. They'll get one. Old 11 now, already committing that stun. Is gonna die. Poyo, he's a bit surrounded, but he does have the Phoenix behind him. So they silence him up. Ori gonna jump in, but they've already lost DY. It's not looking like a great team fight for Vici, but Poyo, he's still gonna try. Onto Seneko. Does eventually get him. Gambit seem to be very well aware that it might be up as well. They're trying to start a team fight. Dream Coil out. They caught the big one. That's Ori. But he uses up through the Dream Coil. Still the Silence is there as well. He tries to commit his own. The egg down DY. It's not going to be fast enough. They've lost Ori. That's a big one. Burrow strike in from Old 11. They'll get Immersion. X out. Dream. Still in that Sakuchi, is going to be able to run away, and now Poyo feeling confident to keep fighting up against Dream. Timelapse going to be committed. PYW having no more lockdown through the Lincolns. They almost burst down the first life, but not quite yet. Dream, he's going to move right back in, but the Burrow Strike from Old 11. Going to protect the Reincarnation life. Now the Hex out from PYW into the epicenter. That's going to be a lot of damage, but the phase shift going to allow no one to get out. Instead, however, they found Dream. The Weaver going to die for the first time this game. No one still trying to find his exit. But they have a Roshan to play around now. I think they can go right for it. No one does at least take down PYW. They'll go for more now. They've got the Sand King under their control with that Dream Coil just holding him down. Sunray is there from DY, but you haven't got the egg follow-up. Still Old 11 not tying yet, surviving but not for long. Here comes Poyo, however. Vici, they have to fight, but how are they going to get in? Well, Dream Coil going to be there from no one to lock them down. DY forced to egg up, but it's not going to matter. Dream gets it down immediately. Still Immersion, very low, has to back off. Now the Black Hole, just onto one. Poyo is being locked down. Now Old 11 as well, coming down from the Yule Scepter, but Poyo, he's going to survive through all of it. He's just going to keep fighting. This race
will have Epicenter to play if they want to buy back 11. The Gambit will have to do something to stop this.
Well, buyback's being committed. They are committing all the way, but the stun does connect onto the Weaver Dream. He's forced to time-lapse out. They really want to try and pick off Ori. So they won't have the chance yet. It's Poyo is right back in. Meanwhile to the north, PYW being chased down, but he gets the Hex off. They caught Dream. That's the big one. The Weaver can't afford to die right now. Dream, he's barely going to get away with his life intact. Immersion, meanwhile, jumping in onto PYW, making sure that pesky Shaman dies. But now he's been grabbed up by Ori and will die for his trouble. And Roshan is still up for grabs for either team.
That's pretty big for Gambit. They get the die back in PYW, so it's going to be uncomfy now. Just, you're going to be a man down for next minute 20, and they're going to go for it.
Going to try into Ori. Silences out. Dream going to be a little bit cautious. Poyo, he gets a bash. Dream, he's not giving up yet, though. With the silence out, still moving onto Ori, but he jumps the other way. Right back into the team fight, trying to juke and jive, but he's out of steps, and he's going to die. Still Old 11 now, coming in with a two-man Burrow Strike, trying to buy a bit more time for Poyo to get in range of Dream. But Dream, he takes the gem. Moving in. No one shows himself. Immersion going to just charge in. A two-man Dream Coil was there. They've locked down Old 11. Black Hole is going to be there. They've caught the Phoenix and the Sand King, and there's no way to cancel the Black Hole, but it won't matter. They get the egg off anyway. Old 11 does survive. Dream the one to go down, but he's going to buy back. Moving into PYW. He does die to Dream, but he's very low. He just bought back into this. He's going to die back immediately. He time-lapsed back into his previous position before death, but it does cost him, and now Vici.
A lot of farm, even on Old 11, he's got a heart on the Sand King up front, so he can just throw his body forward to spawn down bot.
Fair enough. Ori, he's in with the silences out. Astral Steps being committed, no one. The Abyssal Blade even being committed, but no one's still fine. Or maybe not. Old 11 trying to chase him down. No one trying to juke them out. First crit is really gonna hurt. And Old 11's trying to bait them in right now, but here comes Poyo, a 1.5k crit. Seneco's trying to run with the borrowed time, but Poyo is committed. Meanwhile, a Burrow Strike is not going to connect onto Dream. An Immersion. And Poyo. But Vici are buying time to get the damage off onto the tier 3 towers, and now that final lane of barracks back onto Dream. That's a big target, but the BKB is there in time. No one jumping back in. There's your Black Hole now coming out from Afterlife. Is it going to be enough? He's got 3 of them in there. He refreshes, but he can't get a second one off yet. Dream has been caught by the shackles. Poyo has too much damage. The Black Hole is there, but there's nobody to get the damage output out. Or he's going to survive. He'll get out of there. And now the GG's been called. Seneco's had enough. Dream's had enough. And Vici Gaming for this game 1. It was quite back and forth for a while there. And for Gambit, they were looking strong in the